let's talk quickly about the wider Marvel universe, because the Guardians make such a great team. There's already a great team in the Marvel universe, the Avengers. Could you ever see the two joining forces?
Sure. I think Marvel will have a lot of options after this movie, and one of the options that they'll have will be integrating teams, and I think there's going to be huge fans of the Guardians, and there are huge fans of the Avengers, and I think that the discussion's already been had. And I think the audience may demand something like that.
It would be awesome for the Avengers to seek help, professional help by the Guardians. Well, because remember too, it's that they've all been cybernetically altered, so they're kind of super bionic, and the only creatures, well, Captain America is really good, and he's sort of like the equivalent of what Drax would be in terms of his strength. But the Hulk is the only one that sort of matches up to what we normally do being aliens.
I think there's a lot of characters. Like it's already difficult to follow all of the storylines. Like say, you know, you have to. It's a delicate balance. And so like if you go from 5 characters and you add another 5 characters, and that's just 10 characters, it's like that can be very difficult. That being said, you know, Marvel knows their stuff, knows their business, and you know, I see this, rather than taking the worlds that already exist and forcing them together, I think this opens up doors into brand new worlds. I think, you know, we take characters that we didn't even know existed in the far corners of the universe, and we see their stories.
I'd like to see it, like, strictly as a fan.
Yeah.
You know, I think it would be pretty cool, and I think, you know, when you take characters like that and all of a sudden push them into a new realm, like outer space, would be pretty interesting, you know. It makes for a lot of interesting situations.
We've talked about all sorts of possibilities, and I kind of know where the basic plan is. It could always change at any minute, you know, and that could or could not include a couple Avengers and a couple Guardians meeting up, or all the Avengers and all the Guardians. But, you know, we do inhabit the same universe, and they're pretty big personalities that are likely to, at some point or another, run into each other.
Do you feel like they could team up with the Avengers at some point in the future?
Sure, why not?
Do you think there'd be any personality clashes there in terms of the characters?
I think there would be a lot of personality clashes. I think that would be the beauty of it.
How do you think your character would get on with Scarlet Witch, for example?
You know what? No, I just don't think they would get along, but maybe that would be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe Nebula would just like really try to beat her to the ground.
Groot's gonna back up his team, so although Groot is this innocent and gentle, sentient tree, he just happens to be best friends with the most trash-talking character in the galaxy, and sometimes he has to clean up after Rocket.
I think, and I think you'll find this in agreement amongst geeks, is that Drax and Hulk would clash a bit. There'd probably be some blows thrown.
Who would win, do you think? Drax.
Easily.
But Hulk's like the hardest character in the universe.
Well, he'll come back, but you know, it's just like he's going to come back for more punishment. You know, poor guy.
Oh, I do not think that the Avengers would get along very well with the Guardians. I mean, the Guardians are like a bunch of jerks, you know, really. I mean, the Avengers, for all their problems, they're all pretty much do-gooders, and our guys are not do-gooders. I mean, when it comes to saving a planet, they'll do it. But when it comes to like just being regular nice guys or not stealing your stuff, I'm not sure that they're quite up for that.
Oh God! I hope certainly the women aren't clashing, because that's the most typical thing. All the dudes get along, and then the girls are the ones being catty with each other. No, I would like to get along with Scarlett's character, and for us to kick major